Welcome to the Health Made Easy podcast. Health advice so easy, you'll feel more confident about your body, health, and life. And now, your host, Dr. Connie Jean.
Hi everyone, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I really enjoyed my time with my family in Maryland this year, and boy, was the food good. After our delicious Thanksgiving dinner, I was enjoying my time with my brother near the fire pit that he created, just watching my boys indulge in s'mores. Their excited faces filled with pure delight as they made these s'mores over the fire pit got me thinking about what an iconic ritual this is that brings us together and allows us to feel connected. Many patients and friends assume that I only feed healthy foods to my boys. And in truth, I used to be that mom who was the food police that took the fun out of eating. I would politely decline the snacks offered to my boys after their soccer or baseball games. And when invited over to friends and family homes, I was very selective about what we were willing to eat, which in retrospect was so rude of me. And to think that I used to be that person in the room that zapped the fun out of having a good time, especially around meals. So today, I want to come clean and let you know that I do indulge at times. I love my apple pie a la mode and love my wine and a strong brewed fresh cup of coffee in the mornings. And I don't believe in deprivation. I believe we're all entitled to satisfy our cravings at times. And eating doesn't have to feel so restrictive to feel healthy. I do believe in self-awareness though and self-control. It all comes down to balance. So what do I mean by that? For those of you who garden, you know that we need to seed and weed and feed. We need just the right amount of ecological balance in the soil for it to be productive enough to support the plants that you want to cultivate. The productive soil has between 100 million to 1 billion bacteria to metabolically stay viable. It's able to digest, decompose, and support the plant by providing the right amount of pH balance and ecology to help sustain the life of the plants. Then you have the weeds that grow out of control. They take the nutrients away from the plants that you want to grow. So you need to weed to sustain the life of the cultivated plants. Otherwise, the weeds will compete for the nutrients and can potentially make the cultivated plants sick or sometimes die. Similarly, we need this balance in our gut. Because we're more complicated than the plants, there are more components to this. So keeping the garden analogy in mind, let's talk about digestion. I can't emphasize the importance of eating at the table. What do I mean? Being present when you eat, savoring the flavors and anticipating and chewing deliberately when we're eating. Did you know that the anticipation of eating starts the digestive process? We start to produce the digestive enzymes in preparation for eating. And enzymes are what helps us to biochemically break down the food so that our body can use it for fuel. And it's scientific fact that 70% of our immune system is in the gut. So what does this mean? Well, our gut serves as a barrier to the outside world and to keep the bad out and absorb the good in. However, we all know that the foods that we eat are not always good. In addition, we've been an antibiotic-crazed nation and received antibiotics since we were in the womb of our mothers. So our body's defense mechanism has been greatly compromised, and it's compromised every day because it's a toxic world. We live in modern times, so the food system won't change overnight. So this means that we need to deliberately bring our own bodies back into balance by consciously making an effort to be well and stay well. And when our gut is compromised, as mentioned, due to processed foods, additives, hormones, and antibiotics in animals, and antibiotic use ourselves, we become susceptible to outside germs. Such germs then infiltrate our guts and use our foods as fuel so they can thrive. So the digestive issues that you have, such as heartburn, acid reflux, sometimes weight gain or pain, severe fatigue, and a host of other issues, you can attribute it to your gut health or lack of it. So coming back to the analogy, think of your gut as the garden. The good health becomes difficult to cultivate because the bad germs are eating all the nutrients, similar to the weeds in the garden. Your body begins to act as a sick plant, resulting in lack of energy, weight gain, digestive discomfort, sometimes in autoimmune dysfunction, and often pain. Let me tell you a little bit about Kathy. So she comes to me after years of struggling to lose weight. And after scales tipped about 160 pounds in her petite frame of 5'3", she decided to seek help. She was eating a healthy diet, exercising 3 hours a day, and drinking plenty of water. Her life was weight loss. Her life revolved around losing weight, and it was slowly taking a toll on her because after the initial 10 pounds of weight loss, the scale remained the same despite the frantic exercising and being on the edge of starvation. So I recommended a metabolic detox by incorporating gut healing immunoglobulins, therapeutic probiotics, ample amount of micronutrients, and told her to decrease exercise. This detox can be compared to the process of weeding. Within a week, she lost over 10 pounds and continues to lose. What's more is that she was taking in more calories. And this is because once the gut was balanced again, it's then able to utilize the food as energy source rather than feeding it to the bad guys. Her metabolism improved and health was restored. She's now confident and in control. Boy, talk about a transformation. To recap, whether you're trying to simply lose weight or want to feel better from a host of symptoms, start with the gut. Are you seeding with the right intent? Weeding out the bad germs and feeding the good nutrients to the body. The root cause of most health issues begin in the gut. Gut permeability equals inflammatory process that triggers the immune system. If you're out of balance, the key thing to do is to bring it back to balance again. So what do? Well, take a good quality live probiotics. But remember that the supplements are not regulated, so don't trust any supplements without asking the right questions. How do they manufacture and where do they get raw ingredients? Are they third-party tested for quality? Get the research on their products. And does it contain what it says it contains? How do you know that? You need to ask these questions before you purchase and start taking these probiotics. And eat at the table. Be mindfully present and savor the flavors, the smell, texture, and enjoy your food and your company. Chew slowly to enable the digestive enzymes to be most effective. Drink water slowly with the meals. And choose healthy foods most of the time. And cultivate self-control and aim for balance. If you do above, you can manage the s'mores from time to time, have that dessert, and enjoy your wine, savor your coffee. Life is all about balance. I encourage you to eat, to thrive. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and share. Feel free to leave a comment also. And want to know more about what supplements to take or where to get the good ones? Visit alkalinewellness.com and contact us today, and I can help you. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening to the Health Made Easy podcast. www.drconniejean.com